Something new that I've begun doing very recently in The Sims 4 is adding my own custom household calendar to really give my game more of a unique feel. Personally, I think we should all be doing this in our games, whether you've got mods or not. I think it's so important because it gives that vital gameplay so that you don't ever get bored. You've always got something to look forward to with your sim or as a family. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, I'm going to show you mine to give you more of an idea of what I mean. And I'm also going to show you the mods that I use to get it looking the way that it does. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk to you guys about are my mods. There are 3 different mods that I use to get the holiday traditions that I have. Okay, so the first mod that I'm going to show you is Little Miss Sam's holiday traditions. And this one, you just have a bunch of random holiday traditions, such as using the hot tub, eating ice cream, watching movies, going bowling, doing laundry, that type of thing. There's like a few random ones in there. The next holiday traditions is by Kiera Sims. This one's my favourite. There are so many different ones in there. I haven't even downloaded all of the ones that there are. I've just downloaded the ones that I think fit for me. So we've obviously got adopt a pet, arrange flowers, bath, you can clean up the beach, there's carving pumpkins, collecting bugs, cooking pancakes, doing laundry, drinking the coffee and the tea. We've got eating pizza, family dinners. There's so many that she has, and I just love all of them. They're fabulous. I'm definitely actually going to download some more now looking at this properly. And then my last holiday traditions one is by Cara Drill. Oh, I'm so sorry if I've said your name wrong. But with these holiday traditions, they have packs. So we've got the food one, writing, Halloween, kids and toddlers. So there's different ones depending on which pack you want to download. And then the last mod that I use is the more selectable icons by Zerbu. There is over 1,500 different icons that you can actually choose from for your holidays. And it's not just for the calendar that it works as well. It works for clubs and things like that as well. So it's really handy to have. I'm going to link all of these down below so you haven't got to worry about trying to type them in and finding them. You can just simply click on the link and then go and download them. So those are the 4 mods that I use to get my household calendar looking exactly the way that it is. So let's begin with spring. Please also completely ignore the way Dara looks in the bottom corner. She's not having a good time, but I don't want to play through because I don't want to miss anything. So the way that I like to start any season is I always celebrate the first day. So this holiday is called Spring is Here. On this day, we like to decorate. We like to do a bit of baking, and we also like to do a bit of cleaning. I do this just so that then in your gameplay, it gives more of a special feel and more of a reason to celebrate going into a new season. So that is on spring day 1. Next, on the 4th of every season, I have a self-care day. So this is where you play as your main sim and you can give your sim a bath, you go for a coffee, a health and wellness day. So you can either do exercise or go to the spa. You can then read a book. And I also like to finish off the day by ordering food, so then they don't have to cook. On the 6th of spring is my day for Easter. So on my day for Easter, we do baking, the egg hunt, we see the flower bunny, we give flowers, and then we have a grand meal. Whether that's a grand meal on our own, whether that's a grand meal with our neighbours, our friends, our family, it just brings the day together. Starting a new week, we have Mother's Day. So on Mother's Day, we will be gifting a parent, hugging a parent, and then going on vacation or travelling. This could be going for a meal or going to the beach or going anywhere really. This could even be you going to the cafe for a coffee together. As long as you're spending the day together, I think that's the main important part of Mother's Day. Just a very quick side note, on Dara's specific household calendar, we don't have Father's Day because she doesn't know her dad, but I will show you where that should be. So we've then got a few days off from holidays. On the 12th of spring, we do our spring clean. And this is literally your sim cleans and then celebrates with a coffee. It's really nothing major, but it's just something to add on the calendar. And then it can just remind you if your sim needs to do their laundry or if you want them to, I don't know, vacuum, get rid of any dust bunnies that are lying about, you can do that day. On the very last day of spring is actually one of my favourites of spring, and it's Valentine's. On Valentine's, we decorate, we give flowers, we go on a date, we watch romantic TV, and we also have the romantic spirit about. So something that I like to do is I like to use one of my mods, and if I'm not in a relationship, is go on a blind date. They're super fun. But if you perhaps haven't got a boyfriend or a girlfriend in game, what you could do is maybe use it as like a Galentine's or something. Like you could go out for a meal with like your girlfriends or something like that. So that is my spring. There are 6 holiday events during spring. I feel like that's like the perfect amount. Any less than that, then you haven't really got much to look forward to. I do have some seasons where there's more than 6, but anything that's too clumped together can maybe give you a bit more of like an overwhelming feeling. So I'm really happy with my spring. I think it's a perfect amount, and it just gives Sims something to do. So let's move on to summer. Summer. We are currently in summer, so I will show you the bottom line, then we'll have to scroll back up. So in summer, obviously, as I said earlier, the first day of the season is always the day to celebrate that season. So summer is here. On the very first day of summer, we like to have a barbecue, have some water fun, the art and music spirit, which is actually really interesting, and also to eat ice cream because it's summer and it's hot. If you guys don't know, the art and music spirit is all about taking photos, dancing, painting, singing, playing an instrument. It's stuff like that, which to me is really summery. Again, on the 4th, we have our self-care day. So what I like to do with different self-care days is actually do it differently to the prior self-care day that I've done. So say, for example, in spring, I went to the gym. In summer, I would go to the spa. And then in autumn, I would go and do some yoga. You know, like make it a little bit different so it's not too samey. Okay, something super, super fun. You guys don't have to have it in your game, that's fine. I love having it in mine. On the 6th of summer, it's National Pet Day. And on National Pet Day, I like to adopt a pet and also to write in my private journal. I just think it's something super fun to add to the game. It gives you a reason to be adopting a pet, and it just adds more to your household. It's fun. It's fun. I love it. So you remember I told you guys about Father's Day? Well, this is where I would put it. I would put it on the 2nd Sunday of summer. So it's actually that day now. So I mean, I can't put it in even if I wanted to, but this is where I would have Father's Day. If you want to include it in your game, I suggest just popping in the same traditions as Mother's Day because it is basically exactly the same. Again, I just don't have Father's Day in my game at the moment because Dara doesn't know her dad, so there's no point in having it. On Tuesday, the 10th of summer, we have beach day. So normally in The Sims, you do have like a summer holiday for a day, whereas I actually wanted a beach day. So on beach day, we would obviously travel to the beach, have a barbecue, go swimming, sunbathe, and then like as the sunset's coming in, you could light a fire, toast some marshmallows. I just think it'd be a really sweet activity to do with your family or your friends. And then something really exciting on the 13th, Friday the 13th of summer, I have my annual camping trip. So on this day, I collect all my Sims and their family, their friends, whoever, and we go camping. So we travel to the lot, the camping site, where we have a fire and we tell stories and we toast marshmallows. Basically, you know, it's quite similar to the beach day, but this is more like we're actually going camping, we're staying out for the night, and yeah, it's a really, really fun to add into your gameplay, again, whether that's with family or friends. But that is summer. So in summer, we only have 5 holidays. We would have 6, obviously, if we included Father's Day, but because we don't, we only have 5. But because we've actually got like more of a holiday, I feel like it's more than what we have. So I'm happy with that. Okay, autumn is here. My God, autumn is my favourite season of the year. And by the way, I know it's fall in The Sims, but I'm English and I call it autumn. Okay, cool. So autumn the 1st. On autumn the 1st, I have the traditions of cleaning, doing some exercise and drinking coffee. What I mean by that is I want that whole aesthetic where you're walking through the woods with the leaves on the floor, you've got your coffee in hand, that type of vibe. Not actually like going to the gym and just drinking a coffee at home. I mean, I want you out in the wild. Autumn 2nd, there's no traditions or anything, but it's solely to remind myself that kids go back to school on the 2nd of autumn. I have a mod installed where it actually gives your kids like the summer off, like you have the summer holiday like you would in real life. Yeah, this holiday is simply just to remind myself that when Dara has children, that they will be going back to school on this day. Again, as per, on the 4th, we have our self-care day. So on our self-care day, obviously we have a bath, drinking coffee, health and wellness, reading a book and ordering food. Personally, I love this day. It's my favourite day. Okay, on the 6th of autumn, we have full harvest. This to me is the day before Halloween, where you're getting ready for your trick-or-treaters, maybe you have a party, anything like that. So I've got on here to decorate, to travel, baking and carving a pumpkin, which then leads on nicely to our Halloween, which is on the Saturday. So on Halloween, I have wear costumes, trick or treat and spooky spirit. Again, you could maybe do more of like a children's event on Halloween, but completely up to you. I just love that those two holidays are next to each other. I feel like they just they connect nicely. Okay, this one is definitely going to hit a little bit of controversy. So Shrove Tuesday, Pancake Day, I have it in autumn. Normally it's in spring, and I know it is, that's fine. I personally felt like we had too many events going on in spring and not enough in the second week of autumn, which is why I've put Pancake Day here. It's just my preference, so that's where I've put it. On Pancake Day, I literally just have the tradition of cooking pancakes, and that's it. And then the very last day of autumn, we have Harvest Feast. This is where you, your friends, your family, you all get together, you have a grand meal, you decorate for the day, baking, thankful spirit and telling stories. It is just another excuse to have a family gathering and to see all your Sims together. It's really sweet. Okay, so that is my autumn. Autumn has 7 different events. However, I don't technically count the back to school. So let's say 6. We have 6 main holidays in autumn. Okay, winter. Winter is here. I get so excited for winter in The Sims. 1, it snows, which is amazing. I love the snow. And also, it's Christmas in the game and it makes me really excited. So winter is here. We will be cleaning, doing some Christmas baking, obviously, and decorating. So when I say decorating, I don't necessarily mean putting all the lights around the edge of the house and stuff like that. I mean decorating the interior of your house with a Christmas tree and, you know, some lights and that sort of thing. So if you have the UI cheats, which I do, I genuinely tick this one even if I just put a Christmas tree up, because in real life, you don't wait until Christmas Eve to put your Christmas tree up. Like, you do it at the beginning of the season, right? So that's just sort of how I wanted to play it. I want to put my tree up and stuff like that at the beginning of the season rather than at the end. On the 2nd of winter, we have a snow day. So normally, like around the 2nd day is when like the proper snowfall comes in. So on our snow day, winter fun, go ice skating, which is so much fun in the game, watch a movie together. So I can literally just imagine us like all curled up in a blanket watching a Christmas film. And then baking. So yes, okay, I know I've got baking 2 days in a row, but it's baking. Why not? Winter 4th, as per usual, is our self-care day. We have a bath, coffee, health and wellness, books and food, cracking. A lot of people are probably going to do this a lot different to how I do it in game, but I actually have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in the first week of winter. And the reason I do that is because I don't like having like 4 events all clumped together at the end of winter. I prefer spreading it all out. So on the first Friday of winter, we have Father Winter Eve, which is going to be decorating, where you can actually fully decorate, you know, with the decoration box, cleaning, baking, Father Winter and festive spirit. Because then on the Saturday, I have our Winterfest, so Christmas, which is festive spirit, open your presents, you have a grand meal, because obviously Christmas lunch, and then winter fun, because I can imagine you going out on Christmas Day and throwing snowballs in each other's faces, because I'd love to do that on Christmas Day, but we live in England and we don't get snow at Christmas. And then on the 10th of winter, I have Remembrance Day. This is really important, especially for my storyline at the moment. So we have Remembrance Day to remember Sims that have passed. So we have remembrance, thankful spirit, tell stories, and my private journal. So basically she can write in her journal how she's feeling and stuff. She can go and visit the grave at her grand's house. Yeah, so it does fit in really well to the storyline if you do have Sims that have passed away in your game. If not, then obviously, I mean, if you want to take part by visiting a church or something like that maybe, then you can do that. But if not, then you can just leave it out. And then on the very last day of winter, we have New Year's Eve. So New Year's Eve, we can decorate, party spirit, fireworks, make resolutions, count down to midnight. I want you guys to have a huge party on your New Year's Eve because I feel like New Year's Eve is forgotten about a lot, and I'm subject to this. I used to forget about New Year's Eve in this game all the time. Like, it would get to New Year's Eve and I'm like, oh my god, and then I'd scramble. And yeah, so it's really good to have it as a holiday that you've set up just so you remember. So yeah, we have got 7 holidays in winter, and I know that's more than, you know, the golden rule of 6 for me. But obviously we do have Christmas, New Year's, and, you know, days like that, which I think is okay, all right? But yeah, so that is my household calendar. Depending on the gameplay that I have, I do sometimes switch things around, or I'll add or remove things. This is the calendar that I am using for Dara in A Baker's Dozen, which you are more than welcome to go and watch, by the way. So something else that I do just really quickly want to do with you is I want to show you exactly how I add in a holiday. So I'm going to quickly just pop in another self-care day that I'll delete anyway, just so I can show you exactly how to do it, because there's no point in me showing you this without showing you how to actually make it. So click on the day that you guys want a holiday. It could be any day. It doesn't matter which day, any day. Click on this plus button by add holiday, and this will pop up. So add a holiday. So you want to pop in the name of your holiday. So a self-care day. If you are going to be decorating, you would have the decorate option here, but then you have the decoration theme up the top, which you can choose Love Day, Harvest Fest, New Year's Eve, Spring, Spooky, or Winter Fest. And then you can decorate for that holiday. You also have the button here that you can tick or untick to have the day off of work or school, because you don't want your kids going to school on Christmas Day, do you? Over here, this is where we have our selection from the Zerbu More Icons mod that I told you guys about. There's 1,500 that you can just sift through. You could spend hours just sifting through icons and deciding which one you want. But I have, for my self-care day, I have the candles, which are, I have this icon here with the 3 candles. And then what you do, obviously, with the traditions mods that I have downloaded, it has given me a whole bunch of new traditions that I can sift through and choose from. So all you simply do is you go through and you select the ones that you want to use for your holiday. So obviously bath, drink coffee, we go for a health and wellness day, and then we read a book and we order food. And literally all you do is just click the plus and there it is in game. Personally, something that I do for my calendar is here I select everything apart from these pesky festivals. You know, there's so many different ones. So all I do is I go through and I just tick all of those, and then I just see mine. So yeah, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this little video from me showing you guys how to create your own custom household calendar. I hope that it was really helpful for you. If you have any questions, please do pop them down below and I will do my best to answer them all. But in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it if you could leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. All that jargon, I'd really appreciate it. But guys, thank you so very much again, and I'll see you soon. Mwah! Bye!